Hey VC, this is Luke with Hot Wax and Cool Vinyl. Welcome back. Unless this is the first time that you're viewing my channel, then simply welcome. Okay, this is my record of the week, and just to recap what I mean by record of the week, I pull a record out of my collection, and the concept behind this was to take a record out of my collection that is not common, obscure, something that may or may not be in your collection, but something that if it's not in your collection, I think warrants at least a listen and perhaps adding to your collection. And I do this because a lot of the records that are in my collection presently and that I'm hunting and on my want list and buying are titles that are suggested or reviewed on the VC, or in the VC I should say. Recently I've been on an Art Pepper kick, and I discovered Art Pepper from listening to Bradley, whose channel is William Now, and if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to his channel, certainly worthy of it. Bradley tends to do quite a bit with jazz, exceptionally knowledgeable of jazz, and so those are the things that I was hoping to share and be able to impart with you guys. And also what I do on this one also is a little cool thing, or at least what I hope is a cool thing, that you find it cool too. So we're going to start with the cool thing. This one I bought last year, and it was really interesting. I'd never seen it before. It's not old by any stretch of the imagination, but I still find it to be very, very cool. It is Trooper. This is made a British brewery, and it's Iron Maiden, the Trooper. And it's really, the beer is very British, so it's an acquired taste, but the bottle is exceptionally cool. On the back, it actually has a little bit of a blurb on the charge of the 600 and how that inspired Iron Maiden's song, The Trooper. It's really cool. Like I said, I found it, I bought it last year, and if you've watched some of my videos, you'll usually find it in my permanent rotation bin of records, right here to my left. But hopefully you find that cool. Guaranteed, either your local beverage distributor, your local beer distributor, or any supermarket that has a pretty decent beer collection, you'll be able to find it there. So on to the record of the week. 1980, very beginning, or right at the height, shall we say, of the new wave, power pop, pseudo-punk era. This was my favorite band, or favorite album, I should say, from this band. It's The Vapors. The album is Nuclear Days. Most of you have heard or know of the song that was a worldwide hit from this album. It's called Turning Japanese. And yes, I mean, it's a great power pop song. It's got a great guitar riff. It's got a great hook. It just really, and it's not a very deep or profound song. I'll leave it to you to look up what it actually means. I'm not going to get into it here on the YouTube channel. But aside from that song, there's a bunch of other great songs on this record. News at 10 is a great song. My favorite song, believe it or not, is Letter from Hero. As much as I like Turning Japanese, Letter from Hero became one of my favorite songs, and then eventually my favorite song. So as I said, this album came out in 1980. Vapors had a very short-lived career. From 1979 to 1981, they put out 2 albums. They put out this album, Nuclear Days. Subsequent album was called Magnets. It did not do well at all. I do have the second album as well. It's really not I have it because I really like the Vapors a lot, and so I wound up buying their second album as well. I think I may have listened to the album in total maybe 3 times, 4 times. You know, this one, however, has been part of my permanent play rotation. Oh God, on and off ever since it came out in 1980. The band, David Fenton is the guitar and the lead vocalist. Howard Smith is the drummer. Ed Balzaget is the lead guitarist, and Steve Smith is the bass guitar and also the vocalist. The band is here. Yes, the mullet was very much new and in vogue at the time. For those of you who are cringing because you too had a mullet, yeah, so did I join the club. Pretty cool cover. It's, you know, it's iconic, and it kind of gets the point across. Just in case you're wondering, you know, what this was pretty much during, I'm not going to say the heart of the Cold War, but it was, you know, during a time period where the United States, Great Britain, and the then Soviet Union were at odds, and while there was no real threat of nuclear war, it was always in the back of everyone's minds that it could possibly happen. So nuclear days kind of played off those fears, played off the name and the weather report, along with you know, hazard symbols. But it is really a great album, and if all you've ever heard of the Vapors is Turning Japanese, that's awesome. But you know, just Spotify the album. If you like power pop or early new wave, that power pop pseudo punk sound that was all the rage, you'll like them. I think it's worthy of listening. As an added bonus, the album is, when found in, like, you know, thrift stores and record stores, it's usually in the dollar bin. It's just not very sought after. You know, I guess if you're buying it on eBay, you may wind up paying $3 or $4 plus shipping, or if you're buying it on Discogs, again, you'll pay, you know, $1.99 plus shipping. But I mean, for a record in good condition that you can listen to from track 1 all the way across to the end, it's a pretty economical spend. And if you like that type of sound, I don't think you'll be disappointed. You might be, but I don't believe so. Just leave me a comment and let me know if you have the record, if you remember the song, if you remember any other tracks on it, because a lot of the VC members probably remember Turning Japanese, but they may not have heard any other tracks from the record. I encourage you to listen to News at 10 and Letter from Hero of this album too. It's really a pretty interesting, well-written lyrically. They don't take themselves too seriously, but they at least tried to make a statement, whether it's, you know, about the socioeconomic aspect or the struggles of father and son, as News is 10 is concerned. So it's kind of fun, and it's a lighthearted attempt at some pretty profound topics. Do they succeed? Probably not, but is it worth listening to? Sure. Again, hopefully you like it. Let me know. Leave me a couple of comments. Please subscribe if you like my channel. I will reciprocate in kind. Other than that, listen, it's holiday time. It's December 2nd, and it's, you know, I know it's a crazy time of the year, so I want to wish everyone a wonderful holiday. Happy Hanukkah to my friends who are Jewish. A happy holiday season. A belated happy Thanksgiving to everyone who I missed the first go-around. Guys and girls, have a fantastic Sunday afternoon. Enjoy Sunday dinner with your family. Hopefully everyone's going to have a fantastic December season, holiday parties, just overall merriment and good times for all. Cheers all. Have a fantastic week. I'll speak to you soon.